Hi everyone, I'm David Manset. I'm working for the International Telecommunication Union, one of the UN specialized agencies, and I'm happy to report quickly on the very busy week we just had here in New York with the UN Open Source Week. It's the first time we've had this conference, and I must say, it's a quite successful event. We got to see all of the major stakeholders from the open source world. We could get to talk to private sector, public sector, get to meet all of the UN agencies and talk about our respective projects. And it was a perfect timing for us as well because we are well engaged into deploying open source program offices in various countries, especially in Kenya and Trinidad and Tobago as part of the open source ecosystem enabler project, an international collaboration that we are developing with the UN Development Program and with the funding of the European Commission. So it was a quite timely event because we could get to meet with other countries, show by example what we are doing, the way we are doing it, and further motivate the move and having this community embarking on the open source journey, especially in the development of digital public infrastructures, digital public goods. Additionally to this, there was, I think, a very important momentum and a milestone actually for the Open Source United community of practice of the UN, which is trying to harmonize the way open source is being used, is being developed and practiced throughout the UN system. And this is a very important moment, I think, in the history of the UN in terms of software developments for the Sustainable Development Goals, because opening up with open source will make it possible to have thousands and thousands of developers worldwide to contribute to hacking the SDGs. So during the week, we could talk about the progress made over just a year with this community of practice, because we could come up with a common policy framework for the entire UN system. That's very important. That was a foundational step. And together with that, a number of enabling tools so we can host the code and the source code. We can have a software catalog, get to know each other's developments, and get in touch, share experience. And that was really, I think, instrumental in the future developments of digital public infrastructures and goods. So that was a super busy but really fascinating week, especially in the UN setting at the headquarters. That's really, we can feel history, and then that's really a nice place where to get all of the community together. So I'm really hopeful that this will bring so many things to our developments and really synergize the open source throughout the UN thanks to this conference. And if I had a concluding word, I would like to thank the organizers, because this is really difficult to organize such an event with hundreds and hundreds of people from around the world. So I would like to thank really warmly the Office of Digital and Emerging Technologies, ODET, and the OICT, the Office of Information and Communication Technologies, which took over the burden of organizing such a great event. There is nothing more to say, just a last word for my friends in the community, in particular Omar Mosin, who's been really instrumental, and Maurice Romaggio, because they really rocked. So thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Hi, I'm Andrea. I am a master's student of Big Data and AI Solutions from Barcelona Technology School. Prior to that, I was a humanitarian analyst. We're here at the end of the UN Open Source Week, and I would say that one of the sessions that I enjoyed the most was actually on Friday at the PwC side events. There was a workshop on there was a small workshop of gathering in a group of 6 people to think through a scenario where an AI solution was being sold by a private company to governments, citizens, insurance companies, and we had to talk through all of the different, make a risk assessment basically of everything that that would entail, and how ready each stakeholder was to actually agree or put forward the idea. I thought that was really forward looking. I think the name of the organization was Trust Maker. Yeah.
My name is Vinny Jaiswal, and I do a lot of developer advocacy. I have been in developer relations for open source and AI for over a decade now, with roles at Databricks, TikTok, Linux Foundation, and Citibank. I have driven a lot of open source technologies from labs to full fledged production environments. So I have been in this community for a little bit of a time. This week was UN's Open Source Week. I'm super amazed by how much partnership there is between public and private sectors. Amazing to see how these connections come together to help global digitization as well as innovation. I got to meet a lot of friends who I already knew from open source and the UN last year. And this year I made new connections. So if you are interested in United Nations, in any open source software, this is the community to join, and actually you will get to network with within similar community with different diverse projects, roles, or even initiatives, and maybe something that clicks to you. Be sure to get involved because it doesn't hurt to get involved and take it forward. So yeah, that's my 1 cent. Please get involved and do something. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kitio Fofak, and I'm here at the Open Source Week of the UN, which is going to end by in few hours. I'm really happy to have attended to this week dedicated to open source. As I talk to people about the community of practice we have as EREX and the solution, the sovereign solution for digital workspace called OneSA. My At the end of the day, what I think is what I'm proud of is to bring a new narrative, a narrative of solutions coming from Africans, from young Africans. And at this level, I think it's important that we tell to the world we're here and we are going to solve also our issues, but also the world issues. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Furaha Marwa. In the AI space and artificial intelligence. I've been to New York during the New York Week. That's the Open Source Week. We've been going through a lot of DPI, a lot of open source in terms of the ecosystem, and that's building the nexus between AI and the ecosystem, the open source ecosystem, where we've gone through the digital public infrastructure and how best you can be able to innovate for public good. So primarily my forte is within tech, which is within AI, and it's within the AI for good, where I build multimodal systems for what's it called, for agriculture and healthcare. And the week has been amazing, meeting amazing people, amazing talents, and I could tell that the room was filled with a lot of energy, and happy to share with my colleagues at UCL, University College London, where I am actually just completing my PhD in computer science, artificial intelligence, and we build multimodal systems. So happy to be in New York, hoping to see another hoping to see to have another Open Source Week of New York. Hoping to see people in Cape Town in November. But yeah, here we are, and all systems go. Let's connect. Let's do everything that we need to do, and to make open source work for everyone and for AI for good. So thank you so much. And like Kenyan people would say, asante sana. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Edna. I am from Australia, and I'm very yeah, I'm very happy to be at the United Nations Open Source Conference. It's been wonderful. It's been great. I've had the privilege of meeting a lot of very cool, very knowledgeable people, making good connections. I'm even more honored to be a part of the open source AI global DPI workshop that talked about how we can incorporate AI for good. Um, Meeting a bunch of knowledgeable, high expertise contribution in how we can use open source and AI. I work in the health industry, so I have learned a lot about AI deployment in health. I'm going back to Australia, and hopefully, I can educate everyone in Australia about open source. And yeah, hopefully, I can take the threat and all the fear and anxiety around open source and AI and get more people on board. I'm very excited for this, and I'm looking forward to more collaborative future in AI.
My name is Mike Gifford. I don't have anywhere near as exciting a story as Edna does,
Okay.
but but I'm from Ottawa, Canada, and I'm a Drupal accessibility maintainer, and I've been working to try and improve digital accessibility now for some 15 years within the Drupal community. I also work at Civic Action, supporting the U.S. federal government. It's been very exciting to be here at the United Nations. This is not the United Nations right now, but to have spent the week with people who are working internationally to try and to encourage greater collaboration around technology. There's just so much wasted money and opportunity. There's such an opportunity to go off and deliver higher quality services to citizens around the world by ensuring that we're sharing the best technology out there to make sure that everyone can go off and benefit from the technology at our fingertips. There's no reason not to go off and to share and to build that into the model, our economic model, so that sharing is something that we value and something that we do as part of normal day-to-day organizational processes. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So sharing is good. We're all up for AI open source, and hopefully the whole world is on board with this. Thank you so much.